So in this example, I'm gonna be telling you about delta K. Till now we know about B, Pk, del, all of it. Now it's turn for del K. This is the final part of the transfer function. So to explain you this del K term, I took an example. Here I want to mention the formula for del K is same as delta. Only the difference is you have to consider kth path when you will calculate delta K. I mean is whenever you calculated Pk, you had 1 and 2 forward path gains. Okay, corresponding to those forward paths, now you will have del K. Corresponding to these paths, you will have del K. Now the formula for this del K is same as delta. Only I have made change that when kth path is removed. What I mean is, previously we had this is one path and this was another path, that is P1 and P2, branches 1 and branches 2. Now what I'll do in del, when you will calculate del K, you have to consider one path removed at a time. I mean, we had first path R1, 1, G1, G2, C. Sorry, this will come as 1. G1, G2, 1, C. Now you will remove path. What I mean by removing path is you will remove the nodes as well as branches. And rest of the graph will be same as the original one. Now you have to check whether there is any loop, whether there is any non-touching loop, and then you have to solve for del K. That is the only thing you have to do. Previously also we were solving this stuff, but this time you have to remove the path considered and then you have to look for loops. Okay, that's why it is corresponding to kth path. Now if you will see here, when I removed path 1, I have no loops. Previously we had this is one loop, this was one loop, and this is one loop. But when you will see here, since I removed these nodes and paths, this loop is not completed. To complete this loop, you should have these nodes and branches. But you don't have right now. So that is why you can't consider them as loop now. So this implies that you have no individual loop gains, no non-touching loop gains, and no triplets and further on. So the value of del 1 will be equal to 1 minus all things 0. Same as calculating delta, we are just removing the path, one path, and then we are looking for loops. Similarly, when you will remove path 2, that is this, then this, then this. Remember the dotted lines I have shown is path removed. So when you will remove this path, rest of the graph is same as the previous one. Now if you will see, there is no loops. It is similar to this case. That is why delta 2 is 1. Rest other terms are 0. To give you more insight to this delta K, I'll take another example where you will find loops. Okay. Now see for example this case. Here if you will see, this is the SFG, signal flow graph. Corresponding to this signal flow graph, we have two P1 and P2. This we can calculate easily. R1, 1, 1, G1, 1, C. R1, 1, 1, G1, 1, C. This is one path. P2 is R1, G2, 1, 1, 1, C. R1, G2, 1, 1, C, 1, C. So these were the two paths. P, first I calculated. Then if you will consider one path and remove one path, see this one, I removed P1 path here. What I have is remaining this graph. But if you will see here, you have a loop this 1 and 4. Because of this loop, you will have delta 1 minus 4 into 1 plus 0, 0, 0. Why this? Because you have one individual loop. There are no other loops, that is why 0. And there are no non-touching loops because it is only having one loop. So rest of the other terms are also 0. When you will remove path 2, you will have something like this structure. This was the path 2 I removed. See, this node branches are not there, okay? So this cannot make a loop. Here, this loop was possible and there is no other loop possible. So here you will see delta 2 will come 1 minus 0, 0. Here delta 1 came, here delta 2 came, corresponding to paths P1 and P2. The summary is, you just have to remove the corresponding paths and then you have to calculate delta. Simple. So you had this example where you can find loops. If you will have more than one loops, you will apply the concept of those non-touching, touching loops if there is any. Same as delta. But here you don't have, that is why we will go for only one individual gain. These are the two examples I wanted to give for delta case. I hope it is more clear to you now, the difference between delta and delta k. Delta k you will calculate corresponding to a kth path, and delta you will calculate for the whole SFG. The procedure for both the calculation of deltas is same, and B and pk we already know how to calculate. So in the next video or in the next part, I will assemble everything and finally we will calculate the transfer function T, because now we are familiar with B, pk, del k and del everything. So I'll apply and merge everything into one part. Okay.